And please report fraud to the Oklahoma Attorney General's Consumer Protection Unit if you feel that you have been defrauded, because you don't need this kind of stuff happening.
Yeah.
And it's been we're not done with the storm damage. We had more severe weather yesterday.
Yeah, even last night, but we did have our storm trackers out. We had Marty Logan and Val and Amy Castor. They were out because we definitely had that chance of storms, and they moved through, but this was actually a gustnado that Val and Amy caught just south of Texoma out there in the Panhandle. Kind of cool to watch. It did not cause any damage. It usually doesn't. That's always a great thing, but we actually did end up having one tornado reported in Perry, Oklahoma. Let's actually go to Links 1. I'm going to show you what we're talking about here. There it is. So it was north of Stillwater, about 5 miles east-southeast of Perry. We did have a reported tornado. We had some cars flipped. We had a big barn that was damaged, and we had a lot of trees that were snapped. So the National Weather Service is going to go survey that later today. We also had a lot of hail that came through other parts of central and northern Oklahoma. We had bigger than quarter-size hail for sure, almost golf ball there, showing up in Noble, Oklahoma from late last night, very early this morning. Same story down south in Slaughterville, bigger than quarters for sure. And we had a lot of rain with this storm system. Most of it took place just to the north and northeast, but Stillwater picking up almost an inch there, and Pawnee County picking up over 2 inches of rain. Here in the metro, we did not necessarily need that much rain. Unfortunately, we picked up just under 1/4 of an inch there, but about 3/10 of an inch there in Edmond and almost 9/10 there in Jones. So these showers and storms, they quickly kind of strengthened as they moved off to the south and east late last night. Unfortunately, right now, things are a lot more quiet out there. This is Next Gen Live. We are still seeing just a few isolated showers kind of here and there, but no lightning associated with these right now, and really not expecting anything in terms of thunderstorms this afternoon for central and north central Oklahoma, but just a couple of stray showers, one just south of Enid and one just passing out of Byron right now. Right now, this is our Norman camera, part of our Air Comfort Sky Cam network. It's definitely warm. It's 75 degrees despite that cloud cover. A south wind coming in at 11 miles an hour. Most of us in the 70s right now, but already 80 degrees in Lawton, 79 degrees down in Ardmore, and 79 right now in Durant. A south wind between about 10 to as much as around 25 miles an hour. A little bit more breezy out there, though, in the Panhandle. So what's going on out there right now is we do have this boundary, the storm system basically just to our north. That's actually going to keep a chance of showers and storms in our forecast for the Panhandle and northwest Oklahoma later this evening. Then our eyes will take place on what is going down into the southwest. This particular low, or this storm system, will actually be marching off to the east here over the next couple of days, keeping storm chances in our forecast all the way through Wednesday, and some of those will become strong to severe. So for today, I think temperatures certainly have the potential of reaching into the low 80s. For most of us, the low to mid 80s in parts of western Oklahoma, at times a breezy south wind. For this afternoon, there's about a 10% chance we do get an isolated or stray shower to form in parts of central, north central, and parts of eastern Oklahoma. And then this evening, storms look a lot more likely out in the Panhandle. So storm trackers will be out again later this afternoon and evening. About a 10% chance some of that does make it into north central Oklahoma. Overnight tonight, these storms will start to weaken, but still kind of right along the border there, along the Oklahoma and Kansas border, but they should eventually die out overnight. Before this evening, once those storms get going out in the Panhandle in far northwest Harper County, there is a threat that some of these storms could become severe. Right now, we're talking about golf ball size hail, wind gusts of 70 miles an hour, and a pretty low tornado threat for this evening. Temperatures will be dropping down into the low to mid 60s for most of us overnight tonight. Tomorrow's going to be another very warm day. We're still expecting partly to mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 70s and the 80s. But by tomorrow afternoon, more showers and storms are expected to form out in the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle. So it looks pretty likely by tomorrow afternoon, showers and storms in the Panhandle. Once we get into tomorrow evening, almost guaranteed that some of these showers and storms will be in western Oklahoma. They're slowly going to march off to the east. So I'm talking about probably after 10 o'clock or so, late tomorrow evening and into tomorrow night. These showers and storms will be moving across central Oklahoma and eventually off to the east. There will be a low threat. Some of these storms will be severe as they move into the metro, but the higher threat will be in western Oklahoma, where we could see up to tennis ball size hail, wind gusts of 70, and tornadoes are going to be a possibility during that time. So breaking it down a little bit more for you, I think they're going to be in northwestern and western Oklahoma sometime between about 4 to 7 o'clock, west sides of the metro between 7 and 10, and eventually here in Oklahoma City metro sometime after about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, it really depends on what happens tomorrow, what we can expect on Wednesday. But Wednesday also has the potential of seeing some severe storms, tornadoes included. The trackers will be all over it, but we'll have more of an idea of what we can expect on Wednesday after we can get through some of tomorrow.
So we've got at least a few days here of severe storm chances here.
And then the end of the week definitely looks quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Cassie, thanks. Well, coming up.